Hello again, Guardians, and welcome back. Now, this is going to be another XUR's Day inventory and location review where we go through XUR's location, go through his inventory, tell you what you should and should not buy. And since it's a new meta, we're kind of hoping for some new stuff to buy. Alongside that, I've got my Suros on my back, and I'm really excited about that. But before we get into the video, I'm going to be giving away 1,000 silver this week on the channel. On Tuesday, I'll announce the winner. All you have to do to enter and win is be subscribed to this channel, show your support by liking the video, and leave a comment down below in the comment section about Destiny 2. Also, in reference to Destiny, if you want to, about the new meta, what guns you're using, what you've enjoyed with the new meta, and also, I mean, it's primary meta, man. You can use hand cannons, scout rifles, pulse rifles, and auto rifles, and still get away with everything. Alongside that, no longer any shotgun rushers, and if they are rushing you with a shotgun, they die pretty quickly. And also, sidearms. I'm really enjoying sidearms. So, as of right now, Xur is located over in the reef. So let's get into this video. As always, if he's in the reef, he's over in his little cubby hole on the right side of the map. So basically just go down the stairs, whatever way you want to go. I took the long way. And you're going to go and talk to Xur. So let's see what he's got. I've heard from my friends he's got some pretty interesting stuff. So let's get right into it. Okay. Okay, Guardians, just grab this, walk away, go into Crucible, and have some fun. No, I'm just joking. Okay, no, but on a serious note, the Hard Light, it's an auto rifle, and it's actually a fairly decent auto rifle with the update. I've tested it out for a little bit, played about 3 games with it, and absolutely enjoyed it. Now, you've got to get used to it, and you've got to get a feel for how the weapon works, but once you got that down, it's actually a really decent exotic. Alongside that, we've got Purifier Robes, we've got Lucky Raspberry, the Internal Warrior, we've got a Legacy Engram for the Gauntlets, but let's start from the bottom and work our way up. Okay, so, Mode of Light for 2 Strange Coins. We've got 7 Strange Coins for an Exotic Shard. Now, we've got Plasma Drive, we've got the Emerald Coil, both used to upgrade your rare Sparrows from the Tower into Legendary Sparrows. Alongside that, we've got Heavy Ammo Synths, 3 of them for 1 Strange Coin, or you can save on Strange Coins and buy 10 Heavy Ammo Synths for 3 Strange Coins. You'll actually be able to save some Strange Coins on the amount of Heavy Ammo Synths that you get for buying the 10. Then you've got 3 of coins, 5 of them for 7 Strange Coins. And then we've got the Glass Needles. If you want to reroll an exotic, it's going to cost a little bit. You need an Exotic Shard, 3 Motes of Light, and 3 Strange Coins. Quite expensive, but you get 3 Glass Needles to reroll at least 3 times on 1 exotic, or at least 3 exotics. Now, let's just talk about the Hard Light last, because that's just adorable, man. That's awesome. So, Purifier Robes. You're going to want to buy these if you're a Warlock, strictly because it's a high roll intellect and discipline. It's 80-82 maxed. Alongside that, it's really good for Trials of Osiris. So if you don't have them, you might as well use them. If you're using a self-res Warlock, a Sunsinger, inside of Trials. If you're not using the Sunsinger, then don't buy this exotic. Also, alongside this, you're going to want these. You're going to want these because I heard of this. Right here. Right here. Special Ammo. This is the perk that you're going to want to look for from now on. I also heard the Lucky Raspberries don't have the Special Ammo perk, but have Shotgun Ammo. And that's not what you want. You do not want Shotgun Ammo. You want Special Ammo. Special Ammo allows your chest piece to give you Special Ammo increased on all special weapons, fusion rifles, shotguns, snipers, and sidearms. Doesn't matter what you use, it's going to increase for all of them. That's the one that you want. Since it's not a shotgun meta anymore, you're not going to want the shotgun ammo, and that's why I don't believe the Lucky Raspberry is the exotic for everybody this week. I will say this though, the Lucky Raspberry does have increased intellect and discipline, and the roll, the maxed out roll of discipline on the Lucky Raspberries is 128. So let's go back to the Purifier Robes really quick. The Purifier Robes, activating a radiance from death, disorients nearby enemies, getting you out of a tight situation in any Crucible game mode, and also in PvE situations if you want to use them. Now, I would not recommend this for PvE. Just, there's better exotics out there. Don't use them. If you're going to be running the self-res Warlock in PvE, then run something like the Sunbreaker Gauntlets or something like that. Now, If you're going to be using these, though, this is a trials exotic. You're going to want to run it with a trials group. You're going to want to go into trials. You're going to want to play elimination of some sort, and also occasionally maybe a 2v2. 2v2 game modes are also fun with the Purifier robes. Next up, you're going to want to go over and make sure that you're running your intellect and discipline build, which is a great build for a warlock. And you're going to want to be using the Void Burn defense inside of Crucible or the Solar Armor, either one. And then remember, special ammo. Run this with a sidearm. Sidearms are the new meta along with a primary weapon, so that's going to be really great. Moving on to the next exotic, which is the Lucky Raspberry. And we're going to get into a little bit more in-depth detail now. So Discipline is 128, which is actually, I believe, the highest you can get. I believe this is a tier 12 roll. If I'm mistaken, leave a comment down below. I will gladly fix the mistake. Arc Bolt Grenade. Chains further respawn with full grenade energy, which is an okay perk, but honestly, it's not an exotic that you would want to use all the time. I mean, yeah, it's got an increased roll of 128 discipline, but with the perk, I don't use arc bolt grenades. I just don't. Alongside that, it's got perks on it that I really don't enjoy. Shotgun ammo? No thank you. Scout rifle ammo? Okay, I can deal with that. But void recovery and arc armor. I'm sorry, but I don't really run my Blade Dancer, and the Void Recovery, I really don't need Void damage recovery very often. I'd actually go for Arc Recovery or Solar Recovery more often because I deal with that damage a lot more in the game than I do Void. So, moving on, since the Lucky Raspberry is an exotic we want, the Eternal Warrior. Okay, so is this good? Intellect maxed at 61, Strength at 62. It's not the highest roll that you can get, but it's fairly decent. I believe it's around 80%, which is okay. And you gain Unstoppable for Fist of Havoc. And along with this Crucible meta, I would actually enjoy using Unstoppable with the Striker Titan and using Slam. I actually enjoy this a lot. This exotic I used a lot back in year 1 towards the end, and it was just an exotic I enjoyed altogether. Along with that, with the new meta, being auto rifles and sidearms and scout rifles and hand cannons and pulse rifles and, well, you know, whatever primary weapon you want to run, I would actually prefer this. Also, alongside this, it's got some perks on it that I believe are going to be good for PvE situations, which is gain bonus super energy from melee kills, and gain bonus super energy from heavy weapon kills, which is all both minions of the darkness. Alongside a PvE and PvP buff, which is going to be Infusion, which replenishes your health if you pick up an Orb of Light, which could work in both the PvP and PvE zones. And remember, Intellect and Strength, which is okay for a Titan. So, what you should and should not buy is definitely going to have to be the Eternal Warrior and the Purifier robes you can buy. I kind of recommend this a 8 out of 10, and this is going to be a 7 out of 10. The Lucky Raspberries, I'm going to have to go a 5 or lower. Next up, if you want the Legacy Engram Gauntlets, remember, you're not going to be using this to level up your light level to year 2 and 3 levels. You're going to actually be getting this to acquire exotics you're missing from year 1. Not very important to acquire unless you want to fill up your kiosk over at the tower. So make sure that you buy these and you're smart about it, because you only need to buy one at a time and get the exotic that you're missing. If you buy more than one, you're probably thinking that they're just exotic engrams that you can break down into year 3 items, and that's not the case. So, Hard Light. The beauty of the entire inventory of XUR. The Hard Light is a great auto rifle, and it was great back in year 1 if you knew how to use it, and it was occasionally good in year 2 and occasionally good in year 3. And I actually enjoyed it in the last meta. It was a fun weapon to just use for fun and have a good time with it. It wasn't something I'd use in trials, but it was a fun weapon. But now I would actually recommend this weapon, and it's because of the glass half full perk and the other exotic perk that it has. So the glass half full gives the bottom half of the magazine, causes additional damage. Alongside that, we've got quick draw, Well, we've got fitted stock. I normally use fitted stock alongside this, the volatile light. This is the exotic perk. Rounds fired from this weapon have no damage fall off, over penetrate targets, and ricochet off of hard surfaces. So I'm just going to give you a scenario for a second. So you're in a tight space, a tight corridor inside of Crucible, and you see multiple enemy guardians. And say that you're the farthest distance down the hallway as possible. Now, if you shoot this weapon, it ricochets off of walls. On top of that, there's no damage fall off. That also means that there's no damage fall off from ricocheting off of the walls. So if you have, say, 20 damage from one round to a guardian to the head, and it shoots them in the head, it's 20 damage. If it shoots off the wall, it's 20 damage. If it shoots off of the wall and hits the guardian and goes through the guardian and hits the other guardian behind him, there's still no damage fall off. There's no damage fall off from any range with this weapon, and you want to take that into consideration. It's actually shooting light in the form of bullets to an enemy guardian, and it's just great. It's an awesome weapon. And with how fast the fire rate is, alongside ricocheting off of walls, with also having the over penetrating and also no damage fall off, this weapon makes for a really good weapon to use in Crucible with the primary meta. And also you have the CQB ballistics, and you have the aggressive ballistics, and you also have the Accuraz ballistics. So what I would run is try the Accuraz ballistics and the fitted stock first, and then you're going to want to use glass half full. If you work that out and you don't really like the way that feels, switch out for quick draw and see if you like that for readying your weapon faster. If you don't like that, go back to the fitted stock, and then you're going to try the CQB ballistics. If you try the CQB ballistics, remember, you're going to decrease the range of the weapon, and you're also going to have less impact, which is going to be less damage. But remember this, you won't have any damage fall off from the damage that it switches to, so that's actually probably going to be okay. Also, the impact on this auto rifle is actually fairly decent. It's actually higher than a lot of the other auto rifles with this high of a fire rate. So keep that into consideration as well. And there you have it, Guardians. That's what you should and should not buy from XUR. So remember, I believe this would be about a 7 out of 10, about an 8 out of 10, about a 10 out of 10, and then I would say below a 5. So that's really what you're going to have for the numbers of what you should and should not buy, along with stock up on heavy ammo since if you're running low, use this to farm for exotics that you're missing, use this to re-roll the exotics that you don't like. If you like the Lucky Raspberries and you want to re-roll the perks, go for it. Do that. It might actually end up being a good exotic. And there you have it, Guardians. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like on it. Share it with your friends. And as always, leave comments down below to help the video out and also let me know what you guys are thinking. And again, subscribe to the channel for daily Destiny content. Stay violent, be privileged. We'll see you all in the next video.